Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we have Barbara Assunta Bolick. She went missing July 18, 2007. Corvallis, Montana. She was 55 years old, 5 foot tall, 115 pounds. The county, every time I see it, I want to say Ravioli. I guess it's pronounced Ravalli, maybe, county. And I'll give you some of the backstory. She lived with her husband. She liked to go hiking, it said. She had a favorite trail, it said. Allegedly, they were happy and her husband couldn't hike with her anymore for the long trail because he had had a heart attack. It said the trail took about 2.5 hours. She was an experienced hiker. They had family visiting. Her husband's cousin Donna and Donna's boyfriend Jim was visiting from California. She was supposed to take them both on the hike in the morning, which they would have been back before lunchtime. But Donna had been drinking the night before and she didn't feel good. She felt hungover, so she decided not to go. So they decided to go ahead and go without her. So this is the story. I don't know if any of it's true, but this is what is online. Allegedly, she woke up her husband around 8:30 or 9 o'clock saying that her and Jim were going hiking the trail. They would have been back before noon. Around noon, when they didn't get back, supposedly Donna started panicking that they weren't back and she was afraid. And Barbara's husband, Carl, told Donna, don't worry about it. She's an experienced hiker. Everything's fine. They'll be back soon. Around 2 p.m., he got a call allegedly from maybe the ranger or the forest. They were looking for her and she was missing. Supposedly Jim said around 11:30 they were still on the hiking trail, which they would have been done back at the car by then. And it made it sound like they were only halfway through the trail or they were almost done. But it made it sound like they weren't close to being done, and like they were halfway and they would stop for a snack or something. And he turned to look and he started to look at the view and he turned around and she was just gone. And he offered to take a lie detector test, but he was also experienced. He was in good shape, so it still shouldn't have taken longer than 2.5 hours. Allegedly, the search dogs couldn't find her scent. So there are people that mentioned there were mountain men hikers. They mentioned that were killing people and hiding, and they mentioned the husband, and they mentioned the gym guy, and because Donna didn't go with them and she was panicking. And so there are people that suspect different people. There's the animal, because she's only 5 foot. There's the animal. She did have a gun and a black backpack. But, are you going to be able to get to a gun in time if an animal jumps out? So there are all these speculations where people think, they think automatically, well, maybe the husband did it because she might want to get a divorce and he may not want a divorce, but she was supposed to be happily married. And then there's the speculations that because the Donna didn't go and she had been drinking, she said, and they said that could have been like a story that was made up, and that maybe Barbara was never even on the trail hiking because the search dogs allegedly didn't pick up the scent, and because of the fact that they should have been back home by noon. It was only a 15-20 minute drive, 2.5 hour hike. They left around 8:30 or 9 or so. They would have been back. So there's all these speculations. So I don't know what's true. I don't know if she went hiking on that trail. There was also a serviceman on the road to get to the trail that it says that they would have had to park somewhere else maybe and walk a little bit. And you can look this up to read about it if you'd like to. And there were extensive searches. So now let's go on. So July 18, 2007, 5 foot tall, 115 pounds, she went missing. And Jim did volunteer to take a lie detector test, and the police believed him. They didn't make him, so I have no reason not to believe him. Supposedly her clothes was a pastel-colored shirt and tan shorts. Okay, and they were in a rented vehicle. I don't know why they didn't take their own vehicle, but... Okay. So here's the Doe Network. It also mentions it. Okay. No sign was ever found. I'm not going to read the newspaper articles. They're pretty long. And here is Jane Doe that was found in California, the Angeles National Forest, December 20th, 2007. This was only, 5 months maybe after she went missing. About the right age range, similar looks, age 44 to 56, except this Jane Doe seems to be a little bit taller than her, 5'2" to 5'6", and she was supposed to be around 5 foot tall. But if they're going by somebody's estimation and not her driver's license, then they might have said she was around 5 foot tall. I'm sure my husband doesn't know how tall I am. Found by a hiker in the Angeles National Forest. One or more limbs not recovered. Unknown hair color, eye color. 2 different color shoes on, so I would think, I thought that was really strange. A white size 6 and a black size 7.5, but it doesn't say that she had 2 different size feet. And 1.5, so I don't know if they were both, and they're 2 different brands, so I don't know if one's a men's shoe, one's a women's shoe. I don't know if somebody else dressed her and put the clothes on her before they put her out there. That just seems weird, or unless somebody liked to wear one black and white shoe. I don't know. I thought that strange. Very odd. And here's the picture of the Jane Doe that was found. Here's the picture of Barbara. Here's the Jane Doe. Look at the shape of the face. And there's Barbara. See? I just thought that the shape of the face and everything, that it looks similar. So I decided to leave that Jane Doe in here. There's another doe. Not sure if it's male or female. Found in Stevensville, Montana, in that county that I keep wanting to say, Ravalli, Ravalli County, right here. Partial remains located in Bitterroot National Forest, which is the place that she was supposed to go hiking at. But I don't know if it could be her. There was a black backpack found with the remains. Right, remember she had that 357 in a black backpack? No 357 was found. And they think these appear to be men's boots, but there's no measuring, no ruler or anything next to the boot to show you how many inches long it is or anything like that. So it's not very helpful. And I don't know how many inches are between these paper folds. Okay, so they believe it might have been a men's boot. And they talk about military clothing and military style clothing, which make you think that they went missing way back in the day. But then, as they go on, the appeals that were found expired April 1999, which makes you think it was somebody that went missing between 1998 and 2010, right? Small black nylon backpack, which makes me think that could be her. And if it was an animal, it makes me wonder if there could be clothing from other people in the area if the animal took people there after they killed them, or a mountain man or whatever, right? So I don't know if that could be her or not. It could be a man that went missing. And Stevensville's right here, and I don't know. It gives the coordinates, but I don't know if I don't know where the coordinates is. I don't know if this side or where it's at. And this is where she was supposed to be, but they never even found a trace of her. They said the dogs didn't even pick up a scent. I don't know if that's true or not, but my little mile thing shows the little 2 miles, so you can see the area. I don't know if it's 6 or 8 miles between, but I'm not even sure the coordinates. And this said if you were going to hike it, even you'd have to, it doesn't show people hiking that way. I don't know if there's trails in between. I have questions all over the place. So, there's that. So, don't forget to pray for her family and her loved ones. If you have any information about what might have happened to her, maybe somebody was drinking and talking, maybe you heard somebody talking in jail, you feel like it's hearsay, you're not going to court, you're just giving them information to help them solve the case. 406-375-4061. And if you have any information about who either of these does could be, this Jane Doe or this other one that could be male or female, please contact authorities and let them know. Feel free to leave comments. Did I mention praying for their loved ones? And have a blessed day. Bye-bye.